Hi, Opera World. I'm going to start roasting you now. I hope that's cool. Okay, here we go. Y'all are some bold people. I can't imagine what it's like to see the aria frequency list every year and still have the audacity to start with Pamina's aria from Magic Flute. If the lowest aria on your rep list does not at least touch the bottom of the bass staff, then you are just a lazy baritone that wanted a free ride. Stop trying to reclaim mezzo rep. They already have it hard enough and you compete against 4 people a year. So funny thing, I was flipping through the Bible the other day and I found out that Jesus is this guy from like 2,000 years ago. I thought it was you the whole time. Crazy. The concept of pants rolls is nowhere near as exciting to anyone else as it is to you. I hate to be the one to tell you that, but it's just the truth. If you are morally okay with shushing someone in their mid-20s, then you and I simply are just not gonna get along. You genuinely believe that you're gonna be the chosen one that gets to play Zalame at 25, but you and I both know that's simply not the case. If you're over 6 feet tall and gorgeous, you really need to listen to your recordings with a more discerning ear. You're probably nowhere near as talented as the company manager is saying. I'm not coming for any of these people. If I had a nickel for every time one of these people saved my life, I would have more money than I've ever made singing. Why do y'all complain about high notes so much? That's literally your only job. We don't even ask you to act that well. We say we've buried the hatchet when you call us to a rehearsal that we weren't used for, but we remember where we buried it. You have the best union in the room. Do not ever complain around us. If you need to blow off some steam, go take a 25-minute break and get paid for it, okay? Singing If I Were a Rich Man at a gala once a year does not give you the right to put musical theater specialist on your resume. If you start with a doll song for every audition, I hope you understand that you are morally committing an act on the same level as putting the audition panel into a basement for 5 months and putting one Nickelback album on loop. Y'all have a bigger middle child complex than Jan Brady from the Brady Bunch, and that is saying something. Aside from a few Mozart operas, you can sing most mezzo rep, you just don't want to. For the love of God, if you want us to bring a 21st century aria to our audition so bad, then why do you never pick it? Oh God, this person. Stop trying to act like you're the voice of opera just because quarantine put you on the same level as people with much, much better resumes than you. You've been in this business for maybe 5 years, just like shut up. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Music and Martinis. I am your host, Blake Jennings, and we decided to switch it up a little bit this week. I just felt like the white background was getting a little bit blah. We have our new area. It's just my computer where I edit everything, so I'm literally about to turn around and just start editing the crap out of this because I'm running late. But yeah, so we've got our spot. We got a nice little logo for y'all to see the whole time, which is better than I guess the little either my degree or the hook that was on the wall. But yeah, so I guess this is what we're gonna do this week, see if you like it. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and get started. So this week our singers are Paul Soper, Callahan, and Becky Bass. You've heard them all, they're amazing. I'm so excited to hear how they sound again. So first up this week is something really exciting. We have a world premiere, you guys, happening here on Music and Martinis. Our very first one, I'm so excited. Paul Soper is going to be singing Returning We Hear the Larks by Steven Bergman, and Steven himself made an intro right before, so he's gonna give you all the details you need. So take it away.
Good evening. I'm Steven Bergman, and I'm the composer of the piece that you're about to listen to. Titled Returning We Hear the Larks. This song is one of 4 new pieces that I've composed using the poetry of the British poet Isaac Rosenberg. Born in 1890 to working-class Jewish parents who emigrated from Russia, Rosenberg grew up in London. The second of 6 children, he was studying with Lawrence Binyon and Edward Marsh at the Slade School when he published his first collection of poetry, Night and Day, in 1912. His next collection, Youth, was published 3 years later. After being unable to find permanent employment, he enlisted in the British Army. In a personal letter, Rosenberg describes his attitudes towards the war. "I never joined the army for patriotic reasons," he said. "Nothing can justify war. I suppose we must all fight to get the trouble over." He was sent to the Western Front in France in June of 1916. In December of the same year, 2 more of his poems were published, including the one you're about to listen to this evening. He was killed in the German Spring Offensive in France on April 1st, 1918. He's considered, along with John McCrae and Wilfred Owen, to be among the great poets of the Great War, and his self-portraits hang in the National Portrait Gallery. Now please enjoy baritone Paul Soper, accompanied by Erin Henke, in this premiere performance of Returning We Hear the Larks. This song, along with the other 3 in the suite, will be available for digital download on all platforms immediately following this evening's performance. Thank you.
Somber the night is, and though we have our lives, we know what sinister threat lies there, dragging these anguished limbs. We only know this poison-blasted track opens on our camp for a little safe sleep. But hark, joy, joy, strange joy. Lo, heights of night ringing with unseen larks, music showering our upturned listening faces. Death could drop from the dark as easily as song, but song only dropped like a blind man's dreams on the sand, like a dangerous tides, like a girl's dark hair, for she dreams no one's lie there, nor kisses where a serpent lies.
There's something so cool about just knowing you're the first people to ever hear something, and it's just like, I don't know, and for it to be so good, like, seriously, bravo, Paul. Great job, Steven. That was such a beautiful composition. Great job, you guys. So next up on our list is Megan Callahan singing Noble Seigneur, which I believe is an opera, so let's do it! Y'all know the drill. Blake Jennings, bass baritone, hire me, share this video. Here's some stick figures. This week's opera is Maya Beers and the Huguenots. So the time is 1572 in Paris, and the main characters are Raoul, Valentine, Saint-Brie, and Marguerite de Valois. I am so sorry if I butchered these names. So this opera is long. I'm talking 5 acts long, but honestly, this opera isn't even that popular, so if anyone wants to know all the fine details, I'm just gonna keep this nice and simple for y'all. So the story begins with a religious war between the Catholics and the Protestants. Think like the passive-aggressive things your Catholic aunt says, but like multiplied by 1,000. During the war, a Protestant Raoul rescues a Catholic Valentine, and what happens next? You guessed it, it's an opera. They instantly fall in love. But her father's Saint-Brie, and she's the lady-in-waiting for Marguerite de Valois, which doesn't really mean a lot to me, but I'm guessing is a big deal in the context of the story. She's also engaged, so that's like a pretty big problem too. Or not, am I right, fellas? I'm just kidding, please don't cheat. Marge, however, wants to bring the two religions together, and in order to do this, she decides to order Raoul to marry Valentine, so problem solved, right? Wrong. Raoul thinks Valentine is still engaged. Apparently she's not at this point, but like whatever, small details. And refuses the offer, thus pissing off all the Catholics. So Raoul dies in the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre, and Valentine, after converting to Protestantism for Raoul, is killed by her own father. What a happy ending for genuinely no one. Anyway, here's a song from the show. Bravo, Megan. Seriously, so good. Like, Megan is such a good actor, I don't even have to pretend to know French, because Lord knows I don't. So next up is a very special promotion by Patrice Tiedemann and Matthew Larson. It's going to be a very special project that Seaglass is putting together called Stories of War. I can't wait to hear about it. Take it away, you guys.
I'm Patrice Tiedemann, and I'm the artistic director of Seaglass Theatre Company.
I'm Matthew Larson. I'm the music director.
And even though Music and Martinis, the finale will be on September 25th, Matthew is here to tell you about what our next project is going to be.
Yes, starting October 2nd, Beth Canterbury and I will be presenting a series of 4 concerts called War Stories. They will cover music and info of the Civil War, World War I, and the first and second half of World War II. There's something for everybody, great music, and really interesting facts. So please watch.
That will be October 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd, Friday at 6 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube.
Now that all is peaceful
I cannot wait for that performance. Oh my god, if it's anything like that singing, like, come on. Like, it's gonna be so good. So next up is our Martini segment of the week. Joe from Whale's Tail Clam Bar is back again to teach us how to make a Whaler's Margarita. I am very excited. Based on that title, it sounds like it's gonna be so delicious. So, take it away. Can't wait to see.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Black Whale and our new baby sister, which is going to be the Whale's Tail Clam Bar, which is right here in beautiful downtown New Bedford here at Pier 3 Harbor. Today we are doing a Tommy's Margarita, which we have come to make as the Black Whale Margarita. And what's really special about the Tommy's Margarita is that it was invented in San Francisco by a gentleman by the name of Julio Pereira at Tommy's Bar, Tommy's Mexican Bar in San Francisco. And what he did was he decided to put a lot more fresh ingredients into it and then remove a lot of the processed stuff that was coming in a traditional margarita. So what is it? It's going to be Blanco tequila or reposado if you choose to do so, agave syrup, and fresh lime juice. And the key to this is fresh lime juice. It's a very simple recipe, but it's absolutely beautiful. So we've taken out the sour mix, we've taken out the triple sec and all the unnecessary sugars to just showcase the tequila for what it is. So, really easy recipe because we like easy recipes here at the Black Whale and at the Whale's Tail. 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, and a ½ ounce of the agave syrup. So let's go ahead and make this cocktail. So we're gonna start off with the agave syrup first. But what we have here is Cimarron tequila, which is one of my favorites. In our tin, ½ ounce of the agave. If you like a little bit on the sweeter side, add a little bit more. Now, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 ounce of the fresh lime juice. And if you like it a little bit more on the sour side, yeah, add a little bit more sour, pull back on the agave. Cimarron tequila is one of the finest tequilas that most people don't know about, but listen, let me tell you something, if you find it, buy it. And now we're gonna add 2 ounces of your tequila. Make sure that we ice it well, place it in our tin, and while it sits there in the tin, if you choose to salt your rim or not, you can go ahead and do so. At Tommy's in San Francisco, they don't salt the rim, for the simple reason is tequila 30, 40 years ago wasn't that good in the United States, so they always added salt to the rim because of the bad tequila. But today, we have awesome tequila. So we're gonna go ahead and ice our cup, shake. I like my margaritas a little bit more frothy. Hit the sides. You'll always know that your cocktail's ready to go, especially when these tins get colder. Here's our strain. Get it nice and frothy in there. Oops, sometimes the ice jumps out. That's okay. Garnish it with a lime and enjoy. My name is Joe. Welcome. Come down and see us down here at the Black Whale and at the Whale's Tail Clam Shack.
Oh my god, that looks so good. But just in case you needed to hear it, please don't go whaling. Whales are very gentle creatures. I know that the bar is not trying to tell y'all to do that, but just in case somebody got that message from there, don't kill whales. They're very nice people. Well, it's that time of the week. It's almost our last performance, so let's just go ahead and get started. Sail, pro, motion. See what I did? See it? You see it? Ha, ain't it cute? So Patrice Tiedemann herself has very graciously edited together a promotional video. It's really short, but it gets to the point, so let's take it away. Such a great video. Thank you so much, Patrice, and thank you for making my job just that much easier this week. Honestly, I'm so thankful. So our final performance of the week is Becky Bass singing Three Little Birds by Bob Marley with steel drums. Oh, that's one of my favorite instruments. I'm so excited. So take it away, Becky. Can't wait to hear it.
gonna start with the classic here, Mr. Bob Marley. Because right now, we gotta do what we can to not worry. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I'm singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright, be alright. I woke up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. I 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody's pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Yes, singing, don't worry about a thing, or worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Oh yes, now singing, don't worry about a thing. Oh no, 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 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright, be alright. I woke up this morning and smiled at the rising sun. I 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody's pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Yes. Yes. So during this time, you know, it's very easy to worry. But we are trying to make sure that you don't worry about a thing, at least tonight, while we bring you some live music. So excited to bring you some more. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yes.
I knew it would be amazing. Oh, that was so great. Great job, Becky. I love steel drums. Oh my god, I love steel drums. So that about wraps it up for the week. Once again, I'm your host, Blake Jennings, and please, if you can, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Donate if you can, and wear a mask. I've run out of jokes. Wear a mask. It's really, really important. People are really suffering right now for this, and it really does make a difference. So, thank you guys so much. Have a great week. If the lowest aria on your rep list does not at least touch the bass... If the lowest aria on your rep list does not even... If the lowest aria on your rep list does not at least touch the bottom of the... If the lowest aria on your rep list does not at least touch the bottom of the bass staff...